Hi, everyone. Welcome to the second week of our class. Last week was crazy. We were all dealing with a storm. We're all getting ready for the storm in Houston. I was super busy last week. The school was closed on Wednesday around 2 or 2:30. That's why I didn't actually have any office hours last week. As you probably read on the syllabus, I'm going to have a virtual office hours on Wednesdays from 1:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. But I did not have any office hours last week because of the school closure. So I'm going to have actually one on Wednesday. And so you can come to my office hours if you like. It's completely optional. You don't have to come. You can communicate, ask me questions through email, but I just thought that having a virtual office hours might be helpful for some of you. If the hours don't work for you, just let me know. We can arrange another time. Keep in mind that this is my very first time doing the virtual office hours. I did the chatting kind of thing on D2L in the past, but I never had virtual office hours. I'm a full-time faculty, so I teach both face-to-face and online. And actually, I teach mainly face-to-face, except this summer and fall of this semester, that I'm teaching fully online. For summer, all the faculty actually were teaching online, and this fall I'm teaching also fully online. So in the past, I asked my online students if they wanted actually to see me, to come to campus and see me during my office hours. But this fall, I'm not going to be on campus because the campus actually, Cyfair, asked us if we are teaching fully online, we don't have to be on campus. They don't want actually us on campus because they want to reduce the number of people on campus every day. And we do not have an access actually to go to campus at all. However, I'm a full-time faculty, but I cannot go. My name is not on the list as an kind of authorized person, so I can't go. So that's why I'm coming up with this virtual office hours. So be patient with me. This is my very first time trying it. I know how to use WebEx because my office hours will be on WebEx. I know how it works, but I'm not really sure how it's going to work for like office hours. Okay, so that's my first time. Just be patient. All right. I'm glad that we didn't have anything due last week. And you probably got my email. I changed the deadline um, for this smart book from chapter 1. Um, I postponed it for Monday. It was supposed to be due on Friday, but I kind of gave you few more days to finish it. So we studied chapter 1 last week. This week we're going to study chapter 2 and chapter 3. So you have 2 chapters from now on. Since this is a short semester, 8-week class, we're going to cover at least 2 chapters from now on. All right. So we cover chapter 1. Hopefully you finish reading it. Let me know if you have any question. Keep in mind that chapter 1 and chapter 2 are full of concepts and terminologies. They cover fundamental concepts in econ. So fortunately or unfortunately, you have to memorize those definitions, okay? The major part of chapter 1, as you probably noticed, is PPC, production possibilities curve, and opportunity cost and budget line. Okay, I tried actually to give you some examples. If you look at the materials for week 1 on D2L, you can find them. So let me know if you still have questions. Also, in chapter 2, the big part of chapter 2 is the last part, which is called circular flow. So you need to know the assumptions, the components, how the circular flow basically works, what we mean by real flow, money flow. So these are the important part of chapter 2. Okay. In chapter 1 and 2, we are touching different topics. We're jumping from one topic to another topic, from one definition to another definition. But starting chapter 3, we're more focused on one topic in each chapter, okay? Chapter 3 is super duper important. It's about demand and supply. I'm pretty sure that you all heard about demand and supply. So you will get lots of questions on midterm exam from chapter 3. So make sure that you understand everything. For instance, you need to know the difference between demand, quantity demanded, supply, quantity supply. I try to explain everything, of course, in my videos. Definitely watch my videos and read the lecture notes. We know what we mean by equilibrium, what we mean by shifting demand and shifting supply at the equilibrium. Look at the complex cases. They are super duper important. You can definitely, for the complex, and you will get some questions from complex cases. I believe at least three questions you will get on the midterm exam from the complex cases. So you can memorize all these complex cases if you want. But remember, at the time of the test, you have to remember lots and lots of information, and remember that the test is also timed, so you really don't have that much time to just trust your memory sometimes. So I would suggest for chapter 3, get familiar with graphs, shifting graphs, especially at the equilibrium. So try to have some practice drawing graph, shifting demand and supply at the equilibrium. I gave you some examples. I recorded a video for you. So make sure that you watch it. So at the time of the test, if it's difficult for you to remember those things that you memorize, try to draw a graph. It's really quick. It's really accurate. That's the only way that I would suggest you learn these complex cases. Okay. If you have any question, let me know. All right. So I try actually to these weekly videos to kind of mention the important things that you need to know from each chapter and for that week. So hopefully you find them helpful. This is something that I'm going to do every single week for you. Okay. Except probably the last week that you're taking the final exam. All right. What else? So you have assignments from chapter 2 and chapter 3. Look at the email that I sent you today for all the deadlines and whatnot. You also have your very first discussion number 1 on D12. Again, read the syllabus. You can get more information about how you should write the discussion. But let me just briefly tell you what I'm expecting from you for discussion. And honestly, it's easy, at least in my class, to get full credit for discussions and assignments. You should just be organized and don't miss any deadline. And for the discussion, just make sure that you follow the rules. You will get 100 for all of them, I promise. Okay. So to write the discussion, first of all, you need to answer the question that I raise, or questions that I raise in the discussion board. Okay. When you are done and you post your answer, then you should be able to see other people's post up other people's answers. Okay. So posting your answer has 50 points. All right. Then you should go and read at least 2 posts on the discussion board and leave a feedback for 2 people in your class. That will be another 50 points. Okay. The key to get 100 for discussion is just to be active on the discussion board. And honestly, the discussion board is a place that allows you to communicate with other people in class. That's our little community. And I love actually reading your answers for discussion. So I'm very into discussions, okay? And paper, your term paper, okay? So try to be active. If somebody leaves a feedback for you, I probably mentioned it in my previous video, definitely get back to that person. Okay. Just tell, okay, I read your comment, I appreciate it, and try to have some sort of conversation with that person. Okay. So be active. Just don't post your answer and be gone. Okay. So come back, check the discussion board, check your own answer and see if somebody posted the feedback for you, and get in touch with that person. Okay, that's about the discussions, and don't miss any deadline. Okay, so from now on, all the assignments and discussions will be due on Monday at 11:30. So that's easy kind of to remember. Exams are different. Okay, so for the exams, definitely check the calendar on the syllabus. Okay, and you can also look at Connect. All right. I was planning actually to send a video that I recorded last week for term paper, but I didn't post it. I'm going to post it today or tomorrow for you, so you can have some ideas about how you should write the term paper. Start thinking about it. You really don't have that much time. It's an 8-week class, and you want to nail that term paper. It has 20% of your total grade, so start writing it. I can tell by reading a paper if you spend weeks writing it or a day writing it. Okay, I can tell. let me know if you still have question about your topic. I got some emails from your class asking me, confirming the topic. I really appreciate that you're thinking about your topics right now. I also probably mentioned it in the past that I like to share some news and articles with you every week. Again, I was planning to send you one on Wednesday last week. But I didn't because of the storm situation in Houston. I'm going to share with you again this week. So take a look at those articles and news. You might find actually the topic that you like. Of course, the news are micro, macro. They're mixed, but you can get ideas, okay? If it's micro, you can turn it into macro, okay? It's not that big of a deal. I'm looking at my notes, and I believe that I kind of covered everything that I wanted to share with you. Um, Please let me know if you have any question. Um, if you have any problem getting the book, I can see, I looked at my roster actually, I think it was on Saturday, and many of you actually purchased the book. I looked at my roster on Connect, I meant. Many of you purchased the book, but and some of you are using the 14 days free trial. That's really good. But if you have any problem getting the book, just let me know. Don't wait till the end of the class and tell me, oh, I have problem, I couldn't get my textbook. I cannot help you at that time. All right. This is week 2, so I can still help you. All right. So let me know if you have any question. I am pretty quick answering your emails on weekdays. I might be a little bit slow over the weekend because, as you know, I'm working from home. I have 2 kids at home, so I try actually to spend more time with my family and my kids on weekends. So be patient with me. If it's something urgent, send your email to my Lone Star email. I'm faster on Lone Star even over the weekends compared to my D2L email. All right. So have a great week, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.